Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Omar Rashid Ahmed from Somalia. I'm currently in Somalia. I'm part of SP Outlet Group or SP Outlet Company. SP Outlet is a fashion. This is my overview. SP Outlet is a fashion and clothes selling shop that sells clothes face to face. But due to some recent changes that have been, due to some recent issues that have been taken out of the company, we decided to go online. That is to say, selling clothes online. There are many issues that have led to this current situation, and some of them are, we can't mention all of them, but the most serious ones are the process of storing customer records is tedious and exhausting now, because we normally do it in a manual, so it's tedious and exhausting. It's hard to deal with too many customers when the place is overcrowded. Like when the place is overcrowded, the customers also tend to steal, and when there are too many customers, the reception or the place gets overcrowded and it's hard to work with them. Uh, there's also the issue of COVID-19 that has affected the way people buy things. That's to say most of the people, tend to buy things online these days. So that's one of the issues that have led to this current situation. There's also the issue of lockdown, right? Currently, Malaysia is in lockdown, and our shop has been closed. That means that means our economic muscles are weakened, because like we don't sell anything and everything is just packed in there. Those are some of the issues that have led to the current situation, but there are many more. This is this is the DFD, the physical DFD to be how the system, how the company is going to, how the shop is going to work. This is how it's going to be like. We have like 7 processes from customer looking up until preparing daily statistics. This DFD is going to be talked more about in the next slides. Right now, let's see the overview of the DFD. The above diagram is the physical DFD system to be, as I said, which shows how the system is going to be and how it's going to work. Now, there are many changes that have been made to the system due to the current issues, and the most tangible ones, uh, the ones that can really be shown are, first and foremost, the system is going to go from offline, that is to say, selling clothes face to face, to going online, which means selling clothes online. That is the main solution to most of our problems, but we have also, like, the customer information is going to be taken and stored automatically by the system design. We're going to have a database system that is going to store and record customer information automatically. So those are some of the changes that we have made to the physical DFD, from the physical DFD access to the physical DFD to be shopping. The customers will be shopping online, hence there won't be no overcrowding, which could have led to the theft and so on. The things we have, as I said, online is one of the greatest solutions that we have come up with, as that can solve most of our issues that we're having. There's also the addition of process 6, which is the delivery, that is to say clothes and products will be delivered to the customers rather than coming to the shop. Like if the customers could have been coming to the shop, the place could have been overcrowded, hence leading to theft and things like that, and maybe like mishandling, like some of the things like that. But like delivery will reduce some of those things, because if the customers the clothes or whatever he or she bought will be taken to him, and those are some of the things, some of the changes that have been made to the physical DFT. These are just, I've explained them, but you can really look at it, and you'll find the changes that have occurred, like deliveries in process 6, and maybe buying the things online, and yeah, I think, yeah. This is summary of my individual module. The physical DFD system explains how the system is going to look like and how the system is going to work. I said most of these things in the previous slide, but still, this is the overview of the physical DFD to be, and this was just the changes that have been made to the physical DFD. This is the physical DFD system explains how the system is going to look like and how the system is going to work when it is in use. The physical DFD system to be can be mainly divided into several processes, like ordering, payment, delivery, and recording daily statistics of the system. There could be a mini or many small other processes. But these are the major ones that our physical DFD is focusing on: ordering, payment, delivery, and recording daily statistics, which is going to be talked about widely in the next slides. The system also involves the customers who will be mainly doing the ordering. And those are the people who will be dealing with the system, the customers, the working team who will be handling the system, delivery team which is going to be handling the deliveries, the management team that is going to manage everything, and mainly that are going to to handle the daily statistics that are coming into the company. This process will each D will be explained in the next part, but before that, let us take a look again in the let us take a look again of the physical DFD system to be. This is the physical DFD system to be. You will have a clear view of it when we one in these slides, inshallah. And now this is the flow of the module, how things are going to flow. If we process, I'm just going to just to talk about the main process. That's ordering, payment, delivery, and preparing daily statistics. You know, going to discuss these processes into details by using chart diagrams and also process specifications. The ordering part mainly involves customers doing the ordering and working team order. Like the customer will be sending order to the working team. So the order mainly involves two parts. That is the customers who will be giving orders or like taking like sending orders, and working team who will be taking orders and working for the customers. And here is a child diagram that shows how it's going to be like. You can see you can see here order being sent to, but the customer looks out for what he she wants in the system. Then since he makes an order, like he choose maybe like closes and stuff like that. This is the customer will also be looking for the prices and the price tags. So the customer will make an order and send order to the working team. The close and the product selected. And this is just it shows in the physical DFD, but this is a child diagram that shows specifically the ordering part. Now here is in the ordering process, the customer looks out for what he or she wants while acquiring the prices. The customer then sends to the order to the working team. And the payment part. This is as a group we divided each task or each part to be done by a specific person. Our payment was the main part that I've been focusing on, the main part that I've been told to deal with. This process involves customers, customers making the payment after selecting his or her choice of clothes and sending to the working team. And the customer master data store as because the payment will be stored automatically. That's a customer master which is going to take that, which is going to record the payment made by the customer. And here is a child diagram showing how that process goes. Payment made, computing total and making the payment. The total amount to be made. You have to like the total amount to be made is calculated in the previous process, and it's going to be that is process 2 and sent to process 3 where the payment takes place. After making payment, the customer gets a receipt and the closes will be delivered. Will be delivered, which will be talked about in the next process, which is here delivery. This is process of delivering, taking product closest to the customer. This process involves delivery team and the customer. When I say involves, like who is going to, like, for example, the customer will be getting closest and the delivery team will be like delivering the product or closest to the customer. So these are two main parts: the customer and the delivery team, which will be working on this part. So the delivery is one of the main processes we have in the physical DFD. And here is a child diagram that shows how the delivery is done. Package and here the product chosen or selected will be packaged and arranged closest and sent will be sent to the delivery team. This is will be sent to the delivery team after getting, of course, the customer receipt, which contains what the customer has ordered. And the close and product will be sent to the delivery team, and the delivery team will be delivering product closest to the customer. Plus maybe coupons, if a customer is maybe a frequent one, will be given coupons So then the product and coupons goes to the customer here. And here the work like the steps are perfectly talked about here, like that, perfectly explained here. The working team arranges closes products after getting customer receipt and send it to the delivery team. The delivery team then delivers product closes to the customer with coupons after getting the customer receipt and closes of the product closes products for the customer or to the customer. The last the last main process that we have here is preparing daily statistics. This process of recording day-to-day operations, this is the process of recording day-to-day operations, customer information and sales record that are taking place in the system. This process is mainly handled by the management team. As I said earlier on, this is handled by the management team because this is where all that is taking place in the physical DFD will be stored and kept. This is the real data management which will be handled by the management team. And here is a chart diagram that shows how it is the customer information and order summary record. The customer information, since our shop is mainly based on selling and buying stuff, so we have the customer information who has both things, and order summary record will be like the things that have been bought, the work the people who have like the working team, like the members of the working team that have dealt with these customers and things like that. Maybe also the delivery team that have this is the summary of the record that whatever that has taken place. Then the statistics and record will be sent to the management team where they will be handled and managed by the management team. Here is a process specification that explains the physical DFD to be also. This is do while system is running if customer sends payment, then receives payment and send it to the management. Else if customer makes order, then send order to the working team. Else if team send completed order, then if working team send completed order, then send receipt to the customer. As if package received from delivery. This can be read by it is better be read. No, there's no need for explanation for this process specification, so you can just be read by. That is just the physical div. This is like the main. This is context diagram, and this is for diagram 0. As a group, we designed a GUI, that is graphical user interface, together. Now, if you remember, I was assigned to do a specific part, and payment was the part that I had been assigned to do and design. As I said early on, payment was the part that I've been told to design. Here is a chart diagram that shows how the payment is made. I've already talked about how the payment is made in the previous slides. So this is the total amount to be paid is calculated in process 2, then sent to process 3, computing total amount and making the payment. The customer sends payment. After selecting the clauses, the total amount to be paid is calculated, and here is your way the computing total amount to be and making the total amount to be made is calculated here, and the payment is made here. After selecting, the customer makes payment and the payment goes to the customer master, then hence record automatically. Here is how the payment is done in graphical user interface or GUI. I don't know whether you can see clearly this design, but I'm just going through it. As a company, we'll be having like payment. This is the payment method. We'll be having a credit card or debit card, payment, and cash on delivery. Those are the three main. These are the three main parts of how. This is the three parts of how payment is going to be made. You can either pay using credit card or debit card, pay using PayPal, or cash on delivery. This is credit card or debit card. You can choose either of them. If you choose credit card, you pay with credit card. If you choose debit card, you pay with debit card. You can see you can add card. After you add the card number expiration. This is the process of maybe like credit card, debit card, PayPal. This is just exactly just the normal way of how other banks or how other companies do theirs. There's not much difference since we are using the same technique or the same payment methods. So here you can add the card information. Your card information. We're using here mobile fee. That's why you see this keyboard. This is a field card like here. This is a field card, and this is correct one. This is correct one for Leila Fabrina card, and this is someone trying to put some wrong information here. This is payment information. This is using PayPal now. This is PayPal. This is using PayPal, and after making payment with PayPal here, you can see the payment made successfully. And either way, if you use debit card or credit card or PayPal, this is the success screen that shows that you have paid everything correctly. The last part of this part was achievement and future suggestions. There are some tangible achievements that we have made. That is to say, we have been able to make the shop go online and build e-commerce website, as you have seen in the GUI or graphical user interface, and will probably start working soon, inshallah. Also, personally suggest to add some more features in the website or the graphical user interface to make the website easily usable by anyone and maybe add some more attractive features to the website. So maybe like for example, maybe Lazada, Alibaba, they have a little complication. Sometimes it's hard for people who don't know who don't, for example, like know how to speak English or how to speak, uh, how to speak English or other language, other big languages. It's a little bit hard for them to use. We wanna make it like so I mean, even if you speak the language or not, that you can use it. Maybe for examples, features like that. This project was so helpful personally to me since I have learned so many things like designing GUI, and it was more of practical and practice for us since most of the things, if not all, were related to what we actually learn in classes. I would suggest that this spirit of giving this kind of project continues and be given to the next guys who will be taking this sad course. It was very helpful, and also maybe let the students do and use their imaginations to come up with more things and maybe improve the website e-commerce and things like that. Last but not least, I'm so grateful to what I have learned over the course. Thank you so much, madam, and God bless you. That was for that. But also I have there's also this part of self-reflection. Uh, Again, this is still me, Omar Rashid Ahmed. First and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Leila for she has been one of the best lectures this semester. She has created a wonderful environment for us to study. This semester has generally been proactive from system and analysis design perspective, since I've gained and learned so many new things that are actually applicable in real life. This course has been, it has a great impact on me for sure. Of course, I've learned so many things that I never knew, like for example, logical DFD data flow, preparing physical DFD system process specification can be done in so many ways. For example, using uh, the whatever pseudocode that are used in the previous slides. Uh, Also, you can use maybe decision tree. You can use structured English. You can use so many things with the process specifications. All thanks to Dr. Leila, I've learned how to do this. Feasibility studies, economic feasibility. We dealt with this part in phase one, economic feasibility. That is, like for example, not only economic feasibility, maybe also location feasibility, stuff like that. Economic feasibility, for example, it's like more like sorry, it's more like talking about like seeing I don't know how to explain, but to see whether a company can be feasible, can work, like stuff like that. Designing a graphical user interface, planning process, planning For example, from phase one until phase three, we have been planning. This is implementation of phase one, phase two, and phase three. Graphical user interface that we have looked to for we have looked at in the previous slide is that's the implementation of the plan that has been going on from of the course. Information gathering, for example, using interview, questionnaire, so many other things. Those are some of the main things that I've learned over the course of the semester two, though there are so many other things that we learn. And these are just the main ones. We have learned so many things that cannot be explained right now, but these are some of the main ones. Before we go further, let me give a glimpse of what I've learned, just to look at what I've learned. This is a physical DFD system that we used. I actually designed this part for my group personally. This physical DFD was designed by me, and thanks to Dr. Leila. This is some of the things that I have learned. Uh, you know, working with my team was a pleasure and fun for me because we've been working for the whole semester. We have got to know each other. We are friends now. Uh, just addition to my friends, though I don't have really many friends in UTM right now because of the pandemic and the online stuff. No, I've been working my team the last 2 weeks. That's just to say the teamwork is one of the major things that I've learned from doing this project. We have been working together, helping each other and doing things together. We don't really divide we don't really divide the work among us. Like if for example in phase one I had to do some parts, other members of the group had to do some other parts. We always divided and we always sometimes we divided and sometimes we paired up to do maybe things that were a little challenging. So working like that and also maybe like some of the things it could be fun about the things that I've learned from these guys is working way early and submitting things ahead. I always I'm a late submitter, but these guys have helped me to submit things early. Personal plans. No, this is just here is a picture of me working with one of my crew members, Muhammad Salchi. We worked so many times together. So this is Muhammad Salchi and me working together. Uh, that is all from me, Omar Rashid Ahmed. Thank you, Madam, again, and see you next time, inshallah.